With the current spate of suicide cases in Nigeria, particularly among youth, the country now ranks as the 30th most suicide-prone country out of 183 nations in the world. The giant of Africa is also ranked the 10th African country with a higher rate of suicide, leading countries like Togo, Sierra Leone, Angola, Equatorial Guinea, Burkina Faso, and Cote d'Ivoire. Many of these suicide cases have been attributed to the intake of sniper pesticide. To this effect, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has placed a ban on the sale of pesticide to control its use and easy access. Adesha Odushaga now reports.
Sniper pesticide is now one of the leading popular choices for suicide among Nigerian youth. A good number of cases reported on social media is usually accompanied with handwritten letters or recorded videos of victims acknowledging reasons for their actions with goodbye messages to families and friends. Over 22 cases of students have been recorded with relationship problems, failure in exams, peer pressure, societal neglect, and mental captivity, among other reasons for committing suicide.
In dealing with situations and stressors, it's important to deal with it rather than repress it. Because a lot of people so you say, you want to talk about it? They say, no, I don't want to talk about it. But you see, when you say, I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to deal with it, I try to forget it, you're repressing it.
It was just an ordinary pesticide used by farmers to control pests on their farmlands, as well as improve productivity of their farm produce. Initially contained in a 1-liter container, sniper pesticide before now was sold at every outlet, and its consumers are basically farmers and fumigators. Soon after the introduction of the 100mm bottle, sniper became a death sentence.
Sniper belongs to a group of chemicals we call organophosphorus. It's actually dichlorovinyl diphosphate that is actually in sniper. It's a chemical. Essentially, the chemical is used as insecticide in our Greek processes, but suddenly, recently it has been adapted to be used to kill mosquitoes and rats and rodents in the house. Most of those things are toxic to the central nervous system and have corrosive effect.
Nigerians on Twitter began a campaign with #BanSniper to stop the sale of the product and in turn reduce the rate of suicide. This campaign, however, recorded a success story after the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, announced the sale of sniper to take effect on September 4th, 2019.
The agency observed that small pack size of 100 ml is readily available to everybody across the country, and that availability, now NAFDAC says, okay, the 100 ml pack size should be banned with immediate effect.
These developments sprung reactions from many Nigerians.
The ban of sniper is a step in the right direction, meaning that NAFDAC is aware of the rising incidences of suicide in the country. But as much as it's a step in the right direction, it's not the entire thing that should be done. Imagine a person who wants to commit suicide due to pressure, because of depression or other mental illnesses, and this person is trying to get a way to commit suicide, and the means to commit suicide is not there, and help is also not available.
The definitive plan is actually looking into the causes and I think the demography of the people committing suicide. What's their age range? What's the thing that are peculiar to them that are obviously causing it?
You can't stop what you don't know the cause. If you ban sniper today, what other things you can use to commit suicide? So find a cause, then work on it.
I think what the government needs to do is sensitization. They need to sensitize people about the detrimental effect of suicide.
As many welcome the ban of sniper with open arms, others believe the restriction and banning of the sale of sniper is like scratching the surface of suicide crisis, as there are other alternatives for suicide. The government is, however, summoned to revamp the economy and the healthcare system to attend to the country's teeming youth who must deal with suicidal tendencies. Adesha Odushaga, TV 360 Lagos, Nigeria.